2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd and 14.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Edelman set to return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
At the 34-yard line.
Mike, put it! Mike. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Check 5th alert. Cover.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He hits White, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The toss play to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Right here. Go side. 51. Mike 51. All day, baby. All day. Red lady. Mike 51. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Hey, Charlie. It's going to be a long day.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mike, Mike 20. Mike. I got you. 25. Rip. Check 25. Rip.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfly complete that one.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Hey, 66. Watch the safety alert.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Wait, set 53. Set 53. Let's go, D. Shift. Say. You go tight. Let's go on. No, 66. Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Crunch. Go bandit.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now it's Crowder. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 39, Darnold. And this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold from the gun. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the difference.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run, Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Edelman was the intended target. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Come on, boy, 51. Wildfield.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Faking the give, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie. Mike, number 53. Alert. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 150.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wait, that. Wide, 80. Hey, goal 66. Be good. Alert. Show it. Hey, 66.
On 1st down, it's White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Darnold. Montgomery a first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run with McGuire, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah McGuire, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm going back to you. Deuce. Check 43. Go 50. Alpha.
They start the drive with White, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Wait, 20. Shadow. Check the backers. Hey, alert 3, 53 in now. When he hit.
On 2nd down now. It's White trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, Alabama. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double dog. Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, punk. Joker. Ozzy. Hot. Hey, check it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that'll back them up 5.
Wait, that wide 20. Check it. You're not ready. You're not ready. Jim, alert. Hey, go 66.
On play action, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Get in the weight room. Check it. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
From the gun, Brady. Leap. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Sugar!
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Spot alert! No!
On 2nd and very short, Brady. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Just like Alpha. Wide, get wide.
Operating from the gun. Brady, open man is goal incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Wait, that Alabama, 380. Check, 53 is mine. So don't say nothing. 72. No, 60.
On play action, now Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. He'll get this one down. Run pays off for 29 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Wait, that 380. 53 is the mic. We don't want none. Pick up the ball. 72.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And he fires one incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Check. Check it, reload.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run on 2nd down with McGuire. And some room to work. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah McGuire with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set. 53. Check 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's White. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Sugar!
On third down, Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Completes it to McGuire out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made